Come on, gang, stop. Oh my God. Listen, listen, I don't understand. Listen, stop playing on me. Listen, I'm saying it happened. Listen, no, it happened. It happened. Listen, no, listen. Did you know that I was out the other day and I had my feet there? Wasps, they swung around me and then they stung me. I didn't even feel it. I don't know what they was stinging me for, but they stung me and then they left. But I didn't feel the pain after they stung me.
You know, I never heard of a handicapped kid getting stung.
Okay, come on. I'm not handicapped. Stop playing on me, Joker. I walk off on you. I walk off on you, Joker. I'm not playing. This should be over. We're gonna cut this short.
Oh, this that video we were supposed to binge watch. We got that boy 607 speaking on the Karmelo Anthony, Rick Crow case, and Chud the Builder.
Just don't call me human, because I'm not a human. A fat person can no longer be fat. All they gotta do is think skinny, and then they become skinny. I'm forever be here because we in prison and we can't get out. Why did he have a knife? Why did he stab him? Is murder considered wrong? That's why right now you got people out there killing for the green. They killing for NBA YoungBoy. Somebody died. When somebody died, somebody go to jail. The word shouldn't hurt anybody. It shouldn't offend anybody. People had the Cabbage Patch Kids when they was coming up. Didn't understand that them were real kids. White kids that were shipped off in patches.
Damn, you up my whole childhood right now. Like,
I can kill you right now, and I guarantee you nothing will happen to me because I understand that you cannot die. I cannot kill you. You are not never here.
It's that new shit, but it's that view skit.
It's been a while since the real life Street Stars entity, real life Joker has tapped in with the entity they call 607 Unc. I mean, it's beyond human processing now. It's just we got to call you the entity now.
There you go playing with me, right? You starting off playing with me already. Listen, the entity with just don't call me human, because I'm not a human, right? Stop playing with me. Listen, you always want to play. That's what you want to do?
You're an entity that's having human experiences, and I'm glad to be able to have this conversation with you because there's a lot going on that whether you're from this plane or from this existence, I got to get your take on it because again, as every time we have these conversations, the world kind of hones in on, looking under the surface and knowing that 607 Unc has a little bit more insight than the surface level type conversation that we normally have with individuals, man. But Unc, first and foremost, how are you doing, sir?
Listen, what is doing, right? I don't think you understand. When you ask me how I'm doing, what do you mean, right? And if I told you, what would it do? Right? I think that's the problem in life. Everybody want to find out how people doing instead of figuring out how the fuck they doing. How you doing? Right? Don't ask me how I'm doing, how you doing. I'm good. Right? Because listen, even if something bad happened, what the fuck you gonna do to help me? So why you asking me how I feel for? What can you do about it? If you got a solution.
Maybe I'm miserable, and misery loves company.
There you go, right? There you go. A lot of people don't know that, right? So when somebody asks you how you feel, don't tell them. Just look at them and understand that they feel like shit, right? Because the person asks how they feel, they temperature checking because they temperature and their vibration is low. Just keeping it real.
So let me ask you, Uncle, how often do you look at your mortality? Like knowing that like you're here for a finite amount of time on earth, maybe, I don't know, you might be here forever. How often do you look at that day to day, like your mortality? Like there's going to be a day I'm not here.
What do you mean?
Like how often is your mortality in question?
It's only day and night.
Yeah.
And I'll never leave because I'm in a thought. All right, listen, I'm going to say this. Everything you see right now is a thought. All a person got to do is think about me and I shall return because they get the same feeling, right? I'm nothing but a thought, all right? Like everything else that we see. Nothing truly exists, right? And you try to separate things. It's only day and it's only night, right? I don't think y'all understand, gang. You running on it don't even make sense, right? What you mean one day I'm not going to be here? I'm forever be here because we in prison and we can't get out. Name one person that got out.
Jesus.
No, you just said his name right now. So when you say his name, he's here, right? Because the thought is here. Everything is here. Nothing leaves here. That's what our mama.
There was a time before we didn't write human history down where things just happen. Someone would go and their names is no longer spoken of. I mean, there was a time that we didn't write our history down.
No, there is no time. See, you confuse things. And listen, I'm going to say this. The only reason they write things is to program people. The worst thing they ever did was teach a person to read, right? That's why right now, the crow is smarter than the baby. Right? And a lot of people know the crow is smarter than the baby because the baby is stupid. The crow can remember faces. The crow can do math. Did you know a crow can do math? Right? Listen, a crow is smarter than the baby. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people think that intelligence you need to be trained. But once they train you, that's how you know you're being controlled.
Nah, for real.
Because it ain't no crow school. Find a crow school to teach the crow how to count. How the crow know how to count without a school? All right? Listen, but they got to teach you, listen, the worst thing they ever did.
I think I seen one.
What?
Yeah, I think I seen one on
Stop playing on me. You ain't never seen no crow school. Stop playing on me, Joker. No, yeah. Listen, the worst thing they ever did was teach a person to read. If they teach you to read, that's how you know you've been programmed.
Oh.
Read. I don't read. I can't read. Everybody knows.
Programming bad for society. Like,
listen,
programming is almost necessary in society.
Listen, let me tell you what I mean. Programming is society. Let me tell you what I mean. You know how they can tell you exactly what's going to happen with your life based on astrology, based off the planets? They can tell you that because everything's running the system. But when you take the power in your life, then they can't give your power to the planets, right? Listen, everybody that's walking around in a dream world and they not taking control of their life then become to astrology. You can read them people. I can read the room when I first walk in it. Stop playing on me. Listen, I understand everything that's going on, gang. But listen, that's why astrology don't work with me.
He
right?
just
A lot of people understand it's like it don't work with me. And spirituality don't work with me because I'm above spirituality. Right? Listen, all that is a prison.
Wait, so when you walk in a room and you feel a back door is about to come, they about to back door you in here. You still go in that room and you still sit down.
No, you don't get it. I never walk in. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I don't think you understand. Telekinesis is real. Vibration.
You talking about no jumper?
This is real. Frequencies is real. Right? A lot of people don't understand this. Listen, I see things before they happen because I'm so in line, right? Because everything running patterns, right? If you watch the patterns, you'll never watching it go in that room. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Every that got killed by with the same patterns. Watch all the videos. You're gonna see two things. They circle around first, right? And then they come back. Listen, when you circle around me, I ain't never seen you before, I'm getting at you. Listen, everybody that died wanted to die, and everybody that don't understand never understand.
Oh, that's a little confusing.
Now that last part of the quote though, everybody who don't understand, some people just don't want to understand, gang. But when you realize that, boy, I think you can move along through life just a little more. You heard me? Just a little more mellow.
A little.
Yeah. It's supposed to be confusing because you would never understand, right?
So listen, there was a story once that I was told about an elephant that was in a circus that had a chain on him, and every time he tugged on the chain, he couldn't get away. Then after a year or so, they put a rope on him.
Oh, what you looking at, bruh? This man done got Sophie in his head again, dog. Hallucinating.
Every time he tugged, he thought the weight of it was still the chain, so he knew he couldn't get away. And then the circus burned down. And the elephant had enough strength to break that rope and run out, but because he thought it was still the chain, he just felt that he was programmed thinking like, I cannot get away, and the elephant died.
And you just simply
programming is protection, though, right?
You just simply explain what happened to the right? What happened to society? See, everybody want to say that it only happened to the it happened to everybody, right? The government playing God, and everybody is trapped in that because everybody think they need the government. Let me tell you what I mean. If everybody in the world simply work 40 hours a week, then you spend your life in survival mode, right? You have no time to think, to enjoy life, right? Only thing you got time to do is worry about surviving and paying bills and then sleeping. They told you to sleep 8 hours. You should sleep 8 hours. They told you to eat 3 times a day. That make you lazy and fat and make you sluggish. Listen, they even fucked up your connection with the food when they gave you the fork. You know you're supposed to eat with your hands? Yeah.
Nah, man, grab a fish by your hands and just eat.
Like the people in India. Nah, but it be looking nasty on the video, like when they be doing that shit, like, we posed to though. They do that shit in Africa too. I be seeing it with the little goulash and shit. They be eating the little goulash out their hands with the little sauce and going like this. I be like, did y'all wash that shit? Y'all hands clean? See everybody dipping their hand in the same bowl of water and shit. Like, what if he just took a piss and he just wiped his ass? Y'all using the same bowl? That's clean? I don't know. Now I think force might be better, gang. I don't know about that one. It might be a cleanliness thing. I might be a little too modernized and Americanized, boy, and they done brainwashed me enough. But I think the force useful. I think digging your hand in the same dookie water is saying it's clean, and then everybody mixing their hand off the same piece of chicken. You feel me? Without cutting that. I don't know, gang. I might just be a little too American.
You ain't lying.
Real. And now you heard me. I say, I don't know, but I ain't on that eating the goulash with that. That just look nasty. Like, oh, that's sad.
Stop playing with me. You must eat with your hands. Listen, your hands got senses in it. And listen, and did you know that your hands got senses in it? And if I grab some hot food,
I'm
then
iffy on that
I don't
one.
gotta blow it. Everybody blowing food for nothing. That my AC unit gonna come on in my mouth.
Nah, I done tried not blowing some food when I was hungry as before, gang. Like, you know, good old mama's cooking. Off of a fresh football practice or some shit. You heard me? Just got home from the crib. You tired as shit. You go ahead and get that plate. Boy, you eat too fat. You know, I think that blowing work. I remember I ain't blow my shit at one time. I burnt the whole roof of my mouth. Telling my tongue was numb for a week. I couldn't taste sour shit for a month.
He ain't lying.
It crazy.
My mouth got an AC unit in it, and it's controlled by my hand. So if I put the fork there, then I can't tell my mouth what I'm about to eat. Everybody know.
Okay.
What the? No, stop playing on me. You should eat with your hands, gang.
Hella parasites under our nails, for real. That's what I'm saying. He tripping.
Damn, all right.
Stop playing on me. Stop playing on me.
Regardless, but
Eat
still,
with your hands.
no dookie water.
I
Stop playing on me.
can't imagine walking into Nick and Sam's or Roof Chris, and everyone is eating with their hands a steak.
Come on, gang. Stop playing on me. Listen, I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. The truth. I'm a prophet of God.
Let them know again.
They messed up your connection when they gave you the fork. The fork is not supposed to be used. You're not having your real human experience, right? The human experience is about eating the food, and you want to eat alive food. You don't want to eat dead food. Listen, they gave you a fork and gave you dead food.
So did they mess up when they gave us a comb to comb our hair?
Come on. Why are you playing? Why are you playing so much? Listen.
You gonna ask a nigga from St. Louis who think he from Florida with dukes in his head if he like Combs. And we think Jesus had dreads. You is not gang. You good? I think you might be a little too American.
Everything, listen, a comb is just a comb. All right? Come on, gang, stop playing on me. I'm not with all this playing, Joker. I'm telling you, eat with your hands.
Even in the 60s, down there when they was incorporating that bit to the in the military, them was down there dumbfounded, like, what? Them want us combing us? My good pristine fur, I ain't even trying to do all that, cuz. You feel me? Now all of a sudden you talking about some game. That was just a couple of years ago. And that ain't to us, that's to the interviewer, man. He tripping.
All right? Come on, gang, stop playing on me. I'm not with all this playing, Joker. I'm telling you, eat with your hands.
Now I'm trying to make it make sense. You know, sometimes, information is better when it's dumbed down to the average man.
Listen, I'm dumbing it down. Your hands have senses in it. Them senses connect to your mouth, right? So if you pick up cold food, the heater come on in your mouth, right? If you pick up hot food, the air conditioner come on in your mouth. And it also get your stomach ready, your digestive system ready for what you're about to eat, right? You don't want to surprise your mouth with food.
Okay. Yeah, no, they do say the leading cause of death is like heart disease and, like cholesterol and stuff like that. So I'm not going to argue you. Yeah, we got to watch what we put in our bodies. So what are we supposed to be eating? Like, is it the caveman diet? Like what we catch, we...
Have you ever seen a plant get cancer? We
supposed to eat photosynthesis, gang? You said we got photosynthesis?
Have you ever seen a plant get cancer?
You say we supposed to eat sunlight. Oh,
no, but you saw that in animals, right? So listen, I'm gonna say this. When you eat meat, let me tell you what happened, right? Listen, if you need to eat meat, eat meat. There's nothing wrong with eating meat. Shall you eat meat? But you need to understand what happens to the meat before you eat it, right? Before an animal dies, the same thing happened to an animal that happened to you. It gets scared. It releases fear, right? It releases certain hormones. The hormone goes into the meat, right? So say, for instance, you eat a hamburger for 25 years, right? And that comes from beef, right? You're gonna turn to a cow. Meaning that the cow, no, I'm for real, the cow DNA have mixed with yours. You're now human mixed with cow. It's true, right? Just by what you eat.
Well, how come we don't eat dogs? And like,
we do eat dogs. Go to China. Go to the China. We eat dogs and cats all the time. Go to St. Louis. Stop playing on me. We eat dogs and cats.
Not in St. Louis.
You ain't lying. Yeah, St. Louis. We eat dogs and cats all the time. Everybody know. On GDP Fight Club.
St. Louis in China.
Yeah.
So it do be some mystery meat in they man. I swear for God to be some mystery in they You heard me? I don't gotta say no allegedly for that, bruh. Remember back then, eat some of the fried rice, what the fuck that shit was, but it's like the little pink with a little pale under it. It was the other little pale. Then it was the like all that shit. I don't think they got no genuine like poultry or anything that we eat in America over there, bruh. Bruh, sue me and call me wrong, gang, cause chicken fried rice or all that shit be mystery meat, gang.
He ain't lying.
I'll big cool off that shit. Like, nah, hell nah. Even they onions different.
So I gotta ask you, cause you know, I'm just saying.
What local farm that's from? Even if that bit is something that supposed to be something, bit, it's a little too. It ain't fresh enough for me.
When a man goes down on a woman goes down on a man. What type of eating is that?
Oh, that bit so fresh, all right. Run it back a little bit.
In China.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, cause you know, I'm just saying. When a man goes down on a woman goes down on a man. What type of eating is that? Like, what is that doing for the?
All I do is think of you, day and night. That's all I do.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. You making me think about the. Listen, I'm celibate. No, I'm celibate. Listen, I'm celibate, so I don't have sex. But I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody know that when you go down, it's just going down, right? And that's just simply eating, right? But I know that was invented by a bitch because no man came up with eating. All women have sex with their friends, and they started eating together, and they turned the man on to it.
Yeah, like you should do what she did.
Yeah. That's what I want. Everybody know. That's the case
So
for a woman.
I hope it don't go the other way around. Like, did the man turn the woman on to? Hey, you should do what he did.
No, hell no. That's what I want. Hell no. The woman turned the man on. Joke. I'm telling you this because ain't no man gonna think. What man gonna think about this? Let me suck your. The man gonna think about pulling out this pole and getting it in.
Come on. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
shit.
Ain't no kind of foreplay.
Some desperate dudes out
it's
there,
crazy because you look at that and you look at the story of Adam and Eve.
Some like feet, bro. You got to think about it. Now. That's some crazy out here, gang. It's some crazy out here, bro. You like to paint everybody the same as you, gang, and then you hear about the other. Like, what? You said something about an ear? Huh? Now y'all that lost y'all damn mind.
And Adam and Eve had to conceive.
There is no Adam and Eve. Listen, there is no Adam and Eve. Did you know that Adam was weak? Right? A lot of people don't know. Adam was so weak that when he found out that we live in a simulation, he tried to kill himself. Right? Listen, he's weak because he didn't understand. Eve understood. That's why she told him the world that we live in. Right? People don't understand what we live in. They don't understand there's no way out. And when people find out there's no way out, then they want to turn around and get mad and get upset. But when there's no way out, you got to understand, don't do today what you cannot do for eternity, because for eternity, you shall be here.
Bars. Wait. Was he weak because he didn't understand?
No, he's weak because he wanted to leave. Listen, he wanted to leave. He wanted to get the fuck out. Listen, he prayed for heaven. He stayed on earth so long, hell would have been a blessing. Just to change the scenery. A lot of people don't know. That's why, there's no God to create a heaven and a hell, because to get out of this simulation, that'll be a blessing. At least it'll be consistent. No, it'll be consistent. At least you know forever I'm in this hell, it forever burn. At least you won't be tricked. Here you get tricked. You got good moments, bad moments, good moments, bad moments, good moments, bad moments. Just give me the bad then. Stop tricking me.
But if you don't have bad, you don't know the good. If you don't have good, you don't know the bad. You need both. It's a
Well, now we be getting straight bad since 2020, boy. I don't know about you, boy. I want some more good again.
dichotomy.
That's how you know there's no such thing as good or bad, but everybody got perceptions, and they perceptions perceive whatever they want to perceive, right? That's why I don't understand what good and bad is.
Let me go look for the good then.
I'm gonna say this. Moses said, thou should not kill, and came down and killed a whole lot of people. And then they put that in the book. But how a killer gonna tell you not to kill?
Bare knuckle.
I'm confused, gang.
I mean, I think Moses probably would say he didn't actually
Fix my eye,
people. He just
he killed people, gang. Listen, everybody, he killed people.
The plagues came. He said, hey, listen, get yourself right.
Come on, gang. No, listen. He told some people to get themselves right, and then the people that didn't get him right, what I mean by that, the people that didn't give him 100% of their money, didn't get him right, he took their life. He killed them. Dead.
He did.
Right? But murder supposed to be wrong. Listen, is murder wrong or right? You be the judge.
Is acts of God wrong or right? Like getting struck by lightning, is that wrong or right?
Listen, how do we know the acts of God? Was it God never spoke to nobody?
Is murder not an act of God? Like,
it Listen, everything is an act of God, but people act like it's an act of the devil when devil and the God are the same. Because listen, I'm gonna say this: if lightning strikes somebody,
You lost me.
I'm just gonna say this: it's a fruit that we'd never have if a wasp didn't climb in it to die. The wasp climb in there, have the babies, and die, right? But then it evaporates inside the fruit, and everybody eat that fruit today. I'm gonna let them put that fruit in the comments, but all that fruit that they eat ain't nothing but a wasp. A lot of people don't know. Listen, you can't get rid of nothing.
Now we gotta check the comments.
Something is full of pain, then happiness on the other side, right? Everything.
What fruit
No,
that is?
everything. And everything is for everything. That's what a lot of people don't know.
That sounds like the beginning of a Disney movie, bro.
I know. I heard of that shellac before. That's down there animal dookie that they down there put on everything to make it shiny. That's what makes shiny, from candy to apples to fruits to everything. I'm like, nah, hell no, that's shellac. That's shellac. You talking about that? But he said it's another fruit with a wasp inside it that they crawl up inside that shit, and it's basically nothing but wasp leftovers. Nah, what that is? What fruit that is?
Bro, I swear I think I've seen that somewhere. But
Stop playing on me.
I'm just saying.
No, listen, everybody, listen. You want to talk about movies? Did you know everybody is starring their own movies?
It's
right
called
now, everybody
figs.
is acting. Nobody's actually here, right? But listen,
Figs.
everybody think that they here, right? Nobody's here. What you mean?
No.
Nobody here.
I heard the movie.
Come on, gang, stop playing on me. We live in movies. Everybody got their own. Come on, gang. Listen, I'm not gonna tell you about.
Who's writing the script? Who's writing the script? You know, it's like. Let me ask you, because I'm glad we're going here, because this is kind of why I want
what
to
you doing, bro?
have this conversation with you. And I remember you told.
Oh hell no!
I think it was Charleston or somebody. You said evil is good.
Oh,
kind of, you know, and I don't know if you was ripping that from you know, Eddie Murphy and Vampire in Brooklyn or something, but you know, you were saying evil is good. And I'm like, all right.
No.
You need
the fig. That's the only answer I seen.
Good. You need evil to know what good is.
Listen.
Prescribe to that. Evil is good. Like evil is, even if it's good, can it be great?
I don't think you understand. Evil is great, because let me tell you this.
What?
You know this.
You could.
When somebody do something what we call evil, we call murder evil. But if you is a person that's supposed to save somebody, and somebody is being held hostage by somebody, and then you shoot and kill that person, everybody that you just saved gonna look at you like a hero. All right? So was murder right or wrong? Right? Was that evil bad or right? That what perceived to be evil just became good just because of perception. But what if everybody that they saved was supposed to die because they was bad people? People don't care about that, right? Everything is perception game. Good or bad is perception game. Right or wrong is a perception game.
So let me ask you, in the execution chamber, when someone is sentenced
Right
to
or
death,
wrong is perception is crazy. Babies know right or wrong, gang. Some babies, some kids know right or wrong better than half these adults, gang. That's cap. That's cap, gang. That's cap. You lying to me? Hell no, that wrong taught to be right that's taught. That's conditioning right there.
the officer who wakes up, eats his donuts, go to work, clocks in, and he has to press the button to have that lethal injection poison put in you. Is that an evil man, or is he just doing his job?
I'm
Committing murder. I mean, he's killing.
Yeah, he's.
Listen,
exactly.
I'm gonna say this.
That's your answer.
You can't commit murder. That's why if you're aware, you can't get no karma. Nobody actually dies. Everybody is stuck here, right? I don't think you understand this, right? Listen, people want to always talk about karma, but I'm above karma. I can kill you right now, and I guarantee you nothing will happen to me because I understand that you cannot die. I cannot kill you. You are not never here. The only thing existing in this reality is me. I'm having a human experience. I am not a human. There's no such thing as a human. Right? You show me a human. You can't show me one. Everybody's running around having experiences, right? And some people make those experiences good. Some people make those experiences bad. Life has no meaning. But everybody want to give life a meaning. But life meaning is not God. If life meaning was God, it'd be too easy. If life meaning was to be just good, then that would be too simple. Right? Listen, life meaning is only given to the person. The person give life the meaning. Right? If you're a person that don't have meaning, then your life has no meaning. Right? Everybody's life is different.
Every life has a meaning.
No, it don't. No, it don't. No.
I mean, you know, we're here for a real reason.
No,
not everybody. That he got hit, like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing.
No. Everybody don't embrace that reason. A lot of people, they stuck here for different reasons, and they've been stuck here for centuries, gang. Listen, I don't think you understand what's really going on here, right? Listen, Everybody choose free will, but when you take free will, you take things freely. I don't want free will. Free will. Listen, I'm keeping it real, right? A lot of people understand this. A lot of people want to take their mind and think their mind is theirs and think their thoughts belong to them, but nobody ever created a thought, so I don't give a fuck about a thought. Listen, a genius is one that can watch their thoughts, right? And choose, right? People want to say everything, but everything is just a selection, right? Listen, discipline is a selection. Sometimes I'm disciplined, sometimes I'm not. It depends on which I select. Heaven or hell is not a destination, it's a selection. Sometimes I select hell, sometimes I select heaven, right? Nothing is a destination because nothing is permanent. Everything is a cycle and everything repeats.
So would you say is consciousness a curse? Like the fact that we're conscious about our decisions, is that a curse on the human race? I mean,
you're not conscious. See, you think that you're conscious. See, everybody, listen. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Think about your next thought.
Everybody
Let's go think in 5 minutes.
want to think that they're conscious, but nobody in the world is actually conscious. But we can become aware and tap into that consciousness, meaning we can observe that consciousness. But consciousness was here before people, so no one can truly be conscious. But people want to run around and say they're conscious, but no one is conscious. Listen, we tap into consciousness because consciousness exists before people. So what the fuck you mean conscious? I'm gonna knock you the fuck unconscious.
God damn. Hold on, wait, hold on.
No, I'm for real, because you play on me. You know I can't be conscious. There's no way I can be conscious because conscious.
If you gonna knock him out of conscious though, don't let me he conscious.
I'm glad I'm over here and you're over there. God damn.
But they lie.
All right, so let's have the real conversation. You know, we're talking about, you know, life, we're talking about death, we're talking about, you know, murder and stuff like that. You know, again, you've been a part of this what is called the DFW community, and right now, as of yesterday, we've seen a shakeup in the world of this young fellow by the name of Karmelo Anthony, who, of course, stabbed a young man, a Caucasian man, last year on April 2nd, 2025. And for him, he was defending his life. It was self-defense. And they found this young man guilty. The crime committed, he was 17. Right now, he's 19. He's guilty. And they say a jury of his peers, but they were all, you know, not of his color, sentenced him to 35 years in prison. And I know you've done a little time and stuff like that. First of all, I got to get your take on the act itself, him defending himself with a 3-inch blade that took a young man's life, and now his life is taken, basically. Give me your take on that, if you don't mind, in the realm of choices and consciousness, if you don't mind.
Why did he have a knife? Why did he stab him? Is murder considered wrong? Right? See, a lot of people don't understand, but they always want to use race, but they've been using race for so many years, right? Listen, people use race and they use it to try to make things and justify reality, right? They did the same thing with God, right? They gave black people black Jesus. They gave white people white Jesus. The Chinese people got a Chinese Jesus, and so on and so on and so on. They make it race, right? But listen, I'm going to say this.
You ain't lying.
Why did he have a knife, right? Somebody died. When somebody died, somebody go to jail. That's America. That's the root.
You know, like, you kind of got a point about what he just said, though. You feel me? I ain't separating or judging nobody else's religion, but I'm knowing, like, did y'all get the message? You feel me? Everybody want to get mad at this person or that person or that person, but is any of y'all doing what it takes to get into your equivalent of heaven? All I'm saying, gang, did you get the message? Why y'all moving like the demon of y'all? You feel me? Why you moving like the devil? All I'm saying. So now he cooked with that one.
That's what we vote for. That's why we pay the police. Listen, hold up. That's why we pay the police. But everybody want to be sad now because it was a black and a white man. Now switch the roles, right? Switch them. Then what will be the outcome?
We know.
Listen, I'm going to say this.
Self-defense.
Black people going to be sad right now until somebody else died. Listen, when I was in St. Louis, everybody gave a fuck about Michael Brown. When the last time you heard Michael Brown's name? You ain't heard it. Listen, black people don't give a fuck about what they self as they should. Listen, I'm going to say this. When you somebody, right, they got a jail for you. They got a place for murderers, right? I don't care. But just like he can go in, he can get out. But I'm going to say this. People got to understand this. Don't take away the fact that somebody died, right? And that somebody that died, whether he was a bully, whether whatever he was the opposite to somebody else because everybody lived double lives. If you watch this and you never bullied nobody before, you never hit nobody before, everybody on here have did something to somebody before that they should not have done, right? So everybody has been to that stage, especially when you're a kid. You don't understand. These two kids, gang, that don't understand, right? That's being controlled because they learn how to read. Listen, I'm gonna say this. He in jail. He killed somebody. So let him stay there. Right? Listen, and I'm not saying that in a mean, I'm not saying in a mean or cruel way. I just don't know how did he get the knife and why did he have the knife? If you have a knife, then you coming to hurt somebody. If you coming to hurt somebody, that was premeditated.
Well, so let me ask you, because he comes from Louisiana. So he grew up where, you know, even his father, you know, he grew up in a rougher neighborhood. And as any parent, you want to get your kid out of a rough neighborhood into a nice neighborhood like Frisco, Texas. And therefore, yes, you're still going to bring some of the tendencies that you had from that rough neighborhood, as in like carry a knife to defend yourself just in case.
No,
so should he have not?
That's the problem. See, intelligence is different, right? Listen, to survive in the hood, you need hood intelligence. Hood intelligence says that you must protect yourself with weapons. But once you leave that environment, that intelligence doesn't make sense. See, people don't understand that. That intelligence becomes foolishness in different places.
What's your Second Amendment? What's the Second Amendment of the United States of America, the whole country that we live under right now? Come on, man. That's the most American thing, eh? South the Fest, what are you talking about? The Cowboys had that bitch on hill.
Right? Listen, I'm going to keep it real.
That's that's
foolish.
foolish.
You want to say the hood is dumb, but the hood not dumb. If you go there, you need.
That's a foolish way of thinking.
But if you go out there where, you know, the environment
that ain't
is
right.
different, where people live in a different environment, then the rules is different, right? And then the intelligence is different, right? You don't environment, then the rules is different, right? And then
the rules is different. No, they
right?
not.
You don't need a gun out there. You need a lawyer, all right? It's different, gang, right? So right now, he's in jail and he's doing the time, but everybody that's doing all this on the internet, why ain't nobody got him another lawyer then? Why ain't nobody put up no money and got him out by now then? All right? At least did something. People don't give a fuck. They gonna give a fuck till the next person died. You remember the lady that just got killed by the police when she was swinging that pot around? They shot her up? What happened to her? Listen, what happened? Listen, I don't think you understand, gang. Listen, this stuff off the
hold on. You just mentioned about role reversals. Like, what if, you know, the roles were reversed? But let me go a little further. What if it was
I'll tell you what
white
roles
boy
in reverse
pushing a 70-year-old grandma? I'm gonna push you, and then the grandma reacts with, "I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you, and I don't mean to keep. I'm gonna stab you, get you off me, and yes, that might take your life." Does that? Let's just say that white grandma who just, it was self-defense. Let's say, does she get 35 years?
What do you mean?
Because I understand the guilty verdict. I understand the verdict, but the amount of time. What is the purpose of 35 years?
What do you mean you don't mean to? Listen, if I got a knife and I stab.
I mean, manslaughter. They give that charge out to certain people all the time.
He ain't lying. I'm aware that you can die. You don't know what can kill a person, right? If you got a weapon and you use it on a person, you got to be aware enough to understand that anything can kill them. I know that the shot niggas in the leg and that person died.
Correct.
Stop playing on me. You can't determine that.
Exactly.
But he chose a thought, right, from the selection. And the thought that he chose had an outcome. Jesus said, every sin is a sin, but some sins lead to death. The one he chose led to death. Now he shall die in jail.
So does the venue matter? Does where a crime occurs matter?
Nothing matters. Nothing matters. Listen, I don't think you understand. Listen, I'm talking kind of like in the code, but you got to pick it up. Nothing matters.
It just matters what side you.
No, you ain't picking it up. You ain't picking it up. Listen, nothing matters, gang, because the people that, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. If you go get a video game right now, and you know in a video game, it's codes in a video game so you can get through levels.
I know that GTA cheat code.
You know why they do that? Let me tell you why they do that. Because the gamers, they had to watch the whole game. They got tired of watching the whole game, so they put the codes in the game so they can get past the game and then put the stuff in it. But they made a mistake and released the game with the code still in it, right? So then after they realized that people liked the code and found out the code, they started releasing the games with all the codes. So let me tell you this. Even if everybody don't understand this, even the cheat codes belong to the game.
Learn something new every day.
It was made by the person that invented the game. I don't think you understand.
Yeah. You gotta have a debug mode. You gotta have a back door. Yeah. But some people put that in just for fun, just to see if you could find it. It's like an Easter egg. Can you find that? I don't know. So it does go. You know, I understand your stance on that. But you know, dealing in the world we live in, we have to go over to South Carolina, where we have a situation with a Chinaman who, of course, runs a store by the name of Rick Chow, and he, of course, for what he thought is defending his son's life, and he shoots a young black kid by the name of Cyrus from 130 yards away.
You keep saying that. Listen, you keep saying that. I don't think you understand. You keep saying it, right? You cannot save nobody's life because you don't know the moment no one gonna die. You are perceiving things. That is your perception. You don't know, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. That's what people do in the world. Everybody, listen, everybody is running from ghosts. Don't nobody know what's gonna happen. They're trying to stop things from happening that have not yet happened, right? That's all I'm saying, gang. So what you gotta simply understand that, right? Life is moment to moment, right? And people, they are afraid of moments that have not showed itself. But the moment you show fear, you just created that moment, right? So the moment he shot that gun, he just murdered somebody. But listen, I'm gonna say this. Different states, different things happen. Of course, what happened was gonna happen when you stuck in the world where people is racist without knowing they racist, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. You don't even know. You can't even tell. But people are just different.
How do you look at it from an imaginary state line, like different states where you could cross an imaginary line and say the laws on this side of the line is this, and the laws on this side is this? How does that work even for us as people? Like what barrier changes the rules of life? That's
easy. They don't honor the one thing they supposed to gain, the thing they're supposed to keep it all in check and in line internationally. The Constitution. Most of these things private industries. You heard me? They do what they want, gang. They pretending to be what's the name government, but the government don't even know about half of their. Like your ass to the jail owned by a nigga that live in Washington D.C., New York somewhere, gang, sitting up chilling. Probably got a record label and all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gonna change the outcome of someone's life. I mean, it's an imaginary line when you say state laws and this happened over there, this happened over here.
Stop living. Stop living. Stop living. Just die. Right? When I say that, I don't mean it in a state of where I mean it, where you think I mean it. I don't mean that literally. What I mean is you have to create your own system. When you're in Rome, you gotta do what the Romans do. So when you understand this, right? If you want to play in America, then America is being controlled by certain people and certain entities that energy swipe you all day, right? And you got to understand this. So you got to understand why the lights are red and then why they say green. Them are chakra colors. Red stop, green go, right? You can't make a decision. You can't do what you want to do. If you go on Instagram right now, you got rules. Listen, they tell you not to cuss on Instagram and not to cuss in the bank when everybody cuss, right? So is cussing good or not? Is it okay to cuss or not? How they gonna determine where it's good to cuss at and where it's not good to cuss at, right? Everybody running around determining everything, so I don't think you understand. It's determined by
what is cursing? You go into another country and you say something that you don't know the language, and to them that's a curse word, and for you it's just gibberish, and they off with your head. Like, so I mean, what is even the translation of words? Like,
that's the same thing. That's why everybody calls Jesus Jesus, and his name ain't Jesus because they never invented a J. But people don't understand this. Everything translates different, right? But listen, the way to read a room is through the mind. I don't need a language. A lot of people don't understand this, gang. I don't need to speak, right? Listen, when you speak, you lose life. A lot of people don't know. Your life is connected to your breath.
Oh, man. That's real. That's real. You know, I always wondered, you know, when a child is born, you know, they're born into the world, like you said, they were programmed. But what happens when you put a child into an all solid white room with no human interaction?
What?
For, let's just say, 15 years. You just, you know.
But don't they say like 7 minutes in a room like that make you go crazy? I think Mr. Beast did a video like that. An all white room. Are you crazy? I think that drives people insane, gang.
You're going to feed it. I mean, it's going to know to eat. So you feed it through whatever you're going to give it, but no human interaction. And then all of a sudden you let that child into the world and society. How do you feel that child's going to act, even though it never had no human interaction up until its adolescence age? How do you feel that child is going to react? What is going to, how quickly will it adapt?
I don't think you understand. The same way when you take a that did 30 years in jail like Fleece Johnson and then put him on the streets, right? See, I don't think you understand. You took him away. Yeah. Oh, come on, gang. Yeah, he's a booty warrior, right? But but in that state, come on, gang. You asked me a question, let me answer it, right? But listen, no, you like to play. You like to play, but listen, in that state that the person is in, that's that person's mind, right? They determine that. Nobody else do that, right? But just like Steve Johnson, but to sit alone and be in solitude is something to understand. You would take oneness, and that's how people understand. Did you know that that's how Buddhism was created?
What?
Right? It was one man that got tired of everything. He went and sat alone, and then when he came back with rules, and he understood life, he understood about the chakras, understood about this reality, he understood about how to call things to this existence. This before people can understand that we live in a world that we can call we in quantum entangled with everything, and that quantum physics is a real reality. And people don't even know what quantum physics is. So what I'm telling you is this. I'm just telling you and making you understand this in the most literal way I can. It's decided. Once you change that person, they're going to have to readapt, right? You can't decide which one is better. How you going to know which one is better? I know this. They ain't have to worry about survival, but if they didn't have both, then that's don't become a pleasure, that becomes a pain. Because without pain, you can't get through life correctly. Because the key ingredients to surviving in life is learning how to take pain, right? So you need pain. So that wouldn't be good, right? So you got to understand that everything got to have balance. It's about the duality of both. See, everybody want to be just one thing. You can never just be one thing. You got to understand, you got to be all things, because the creator is everything.
See, you're speaking from adolescence and wisdom and maturity. But what did the 607, the 10-year-old 607
How the fuck I know? How the fuck I know? How the fuck I know? How do I know what I was thinking at 10? What is wrong with you? Bro, joke, I'm not gonna play with you, gang. How do I know what I was thinking at 10?
Oh, for the walk off.
I'm just saying, like the 10-year-old what did you believe in? What made you happy back then?
Let it go, gang.
I'm gonna say this. People ask me right now, am I happy? I say I don't look for happiness. Because when I look for happiness, there's pain on the other end of it, right? I'm gonna tell you this. When I was that age, I had belief. But belief is what man thinks is true, right? And I couldn't understand a lot, right? I just knew that I didn't want to be here, right? So you trying to take me back to a place that I don't want to go, so why you always do that? I don't want to go back to them times, Joe. I'm a new person now. No, I'm a new person. But people always want to take you back. That's the problem with people. They want to take you back, right? Why you trying to take me back? We right here in this moment. I don't give a what I was doing when I was 10.
Damn, they say you don't know where you're going till you know where you've been. I mean, that's what they say.
Don't nobody know where they been. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Everybody wake up and they forget yesterday, and it's the program. Everybody forget. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I know somebody that had liver problems from drinking liquor. They went to the hospital, they almost died. They got out the hospital, had everybody feeling bad for them, and then they started drinking again. You don't understand? You don't understand? You don't understand that everybody will take the slow death before they take the fast one? Listen, people are lined up. No, they line up for the slow death. Everybody will take the slow death, they line up for it. Listen, that's what's going on in the world. Everybody is signed up.
Everyone wants to be a fly on the wall at their own funeral. Everyone wants to see, like, damn, do people care about me? And should I just let them know that I'm not doing well? Because I want to see, do people care about me?
No, there's a problem. You'll never see it, because the moment you die, you never die. You just switch timelines, right? You run around switching timelines. That people don't understand is nobody never cared about you because you never met nobody. Everything been you. See, that's the thing. You have to love yourself. Once you love yourself, you understand that everything is love. Why would I look for what I already have? Gang, if I got some drawers on, why the fuck I'm looking for drawers? Listen, everybody that's running around looking for love, you know they don't possess love. Because you never look for what you already got.
Come on. Now you preaching. Okay, hold on now. All right, so let me ask you then, because, there's a movie called The Matrix in which Morpheus took Neo into the simulation, and he was trying to explain to him the rules and the what's going on.
He took him out of the simulation, gang.
In reality versus the simulation. And then a woman in a red dress walks by. And Morpheus asks him, were you listening and paying attention, or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? And then he tells him, look again. And that was to be his death. The woman in the red dress is presented as a distraction. What are our distractions from what you're trying to put down and what you're telling us? What are we distracted by out here? What is distracting us from seeing the truth, seeing the real world?
The phone.
Kids, family, All right, people don't understand this, right? Because
Man, kids, the closest thing to seeing the real. Well, they got one thing that we lack: imagination. Kids can probably pass some of the best laws. Kids can probably around invent some of the craziest. What is you talking about, bruh? You good? I ain't saying they got the technical know-how to go ahead and get that bit done now. But I'm saying led to their own, what's the name? We get an Elon Musk. You good?
let me tell you this: if my motive
A LeBron James, that 18 in his head, bruh. You know that, right?
is my goals, and I'm looking ahead, then I look down to pick up the baby, then something can smack the shit out me. If I look down to pick up the wife, something can smack the shit out me. I don't think you understand. People not focused. People don't have direction, right? So everybody in the world gets misled
Facts.
by other people that should be leading themselves. Listen, I'm gonna say this: I don't want no bitch that's not 100% together, right? I don't want no kid that's not 100% together. Listen, I have the babies for the baby to have themselves. The baby is smarter than me. A lot of people don't know. Right? The baby have a better opportunity than me because when the baby comes in the world, the baby don't possess trauma. Right?
Exactly.
Listen, I gotta live with this trauma. And listen, and if I start talking to this baby and communicate with the baby and try to teach this baby, I'm gonna teach this baby also my trauma. All right? So I don't think you understand, gang. You pass along. Everything is passed on. We pass on trauma to the kids. So listen, you don't understand. You never met a different person. Everybody is the same person in different clothes from time to time. Everybody
Like that trauma's passed on through the blood.
Yeah, listen, everything is passed on, and they prove that it's passed on, and you can't get rid of it. And I can tell you this: did you know that they had mice, right? And they had the mice, and they did a little trick with the mice, and they wanted to make sure that the mice understood certain. So they took the mice, they gave one mice Coke, and they gave one mice sugar, right? And they put them in a room, and then they took the children of the mice, and then the children of the mice, they presented Coke and sugar in front of them. And they never seen Coke nor sugar, but they instantly went for the Coke because they muscle memory remembered the Coke. It was programmed into them. The Coke was programmed into them. That's what I'm telling you. Everybody in the trenches is not their fault. The pain, the drama, it was programmed into them. The only way to beat it is to override the system. But to override the system, you got to get over survival mode. To override the system, you need silence, but don't nobody want silence. So go back to that padded room, that white room. Everybody need that room from time to time, but then you got to get out too because you go crazy just stuck in that room. You need both.
Do we need to override the system, or do we need to reboot the system? Like shut it down and start over. Control Alt Delete.
No, override it because you got to understand you will never be able to
control Alt Delete.
People want to control it. You got to observe the feeling of everything, the vibration of everything. You can't try to control everything. You find control when you lose control. See, everybody want to take control of things. That's why I'm telling you, the world is fucked up. Everybody in the world running around looking for something to take captive. I can't wait to get my. What you mean, yo? You want to take a bitch and put a hostage? I can't wait. That's my school. This my car. This my body. You can tell everything is a possession. If you're a human, the simple thing you want to do is take possession over everything.
So control is an illusion.
Yeah, everything is an illusion. Because the moment you try to control things, that thing you try to control you. Right? Listen, I don't try to control. I simply be. Right? I'm telling you, I'm keeping it real. Try to control the bitch. Everybody try to control the bitch, that bitch control them. She leave. Listen, you try to control her, she's going to be good for a little while. Then every once in a while, she's going to make that spurt and go out of the way. And now you're going to chase her down. Who controlling who? Because you cannot control the divine feminine.
Yeah, where you go wrong, gang, chasing. I got to understand, bro. Just like we know, once that go, bye. You got to let her go, gang.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, nah, it's certain thing you can't come back from. You feel me? Like, she cheated, she slid, certain, you feel me? Certain things y'all supposed to, work out. But nah, gang, you gotta know when to dead that relationship.
That's real.
That's creepy.
Well, of course, in the way the news, I gotta get one more take from you as far as I haven't spoken to you about this. I gotta get the take on it. But we live in a viral world to where you go viral, you can monetize going viral nowadays. And we have a young man by the name of Chud the Builder, who's out there in Memphis.
What?
Basically using the N-word and going to hard R, trying to provoke people to do something.
And you had the nerve to call him a young what? That old burger.
And he's learned the way to monetize that, and that's what he's been doing until something actually happened. And, he had to defend his life, he say, and shot another, man, a black man. And, here he is fighting for his life for an attempted murder case. When does reality versus trying to just do this internet stuff, where does the lines cross and where do they blur? Because I don't believe that was really him, but yet he's dealing.
Well, they ain't blurred, gang. The thing is, what these people don't understand is they ain't got the studio set, budget, or actors to be pulling off half of this content that they trying to pull off. Like, gang, if you ain't have no America's Next, what they call that bit? Superstar, what they call that bit? I don't know, but if you ain't got no big ass show with a winner and a prize and production, or you ain't shooting a movie for to have all these damn fake scenes and shit, bruh. What is you doing? You know, to real people, it's gonna be some real consequences. That's that.
With a real world issue now.
Come on, gang.
All right. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people don't
Half of them faking content anyways. Like, come on, if you faking content, do that shit with your friends. You try to do that with real people and expect.
understand this, but people let words attract their emotions, right? Because a lot of people don't.
Because I don't believe that was really him, but yet he's dealing with a real world issue now.
Right. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people don't understand this, but people let words attract their emotions, right? Because a lot of people don't have emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence wasn't taught in their school. They only programmed you in your school. They didn't teach you how to deal with your emotions and how to have awareness, right? See, people don't understand that the word shouldn't hurt anybody. It shouldn't offend anybody because that was white people trying.
Now, don't let that be the only word you use. Throw all the other ones in there for all the other people. Throw all of them in there. Fuck it. Nah, hell, if we gonna use that one, don't just make that the odd one out. Let's use all the other ones. Come on now. Start with the
How to say the same thing that you
exactly.
were called, right?
Yeah,
when they came around, they heard you being called and they thought it was, and then they said it, so they was never trying to disrespect you. They was calling you your name, right? But people don't understand that, right? But when I say this, people gonna say, "Dad, what the fuck wrong with you? I'm a nigga. Yeah, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished." Right?
All right, Charleston.
So listen, I'm gonna say this. It's however you look at it, right? When
all
you
right,
look at
Charleston.
something as bad, then that will offend you, right? I'm gonna say this. If somebody want to get mad at me for something that I say, and they come for me, then I'll be forced to kill them too. We got freedom of speech. I can say what the fuck I want, right? Because the words only mean something to the person that's listening to them, and they can mean something to a different person that's listening to them. If he was said and another white person heard him, it wouldn't have been a problem. If another heard him that had no problem with it,
Nah, yeah, come on. Let's just put under freedom of speech and everything else for everybody else. Let's protect that under hate crime. Like the hypocrisy, gang. You guys have to stop this.
Wouldn't have been a problem.
It's embarrassing. It's just it shows your level of intelligence, and it's not looking good.
He ain't lying.
It's kind of embarrassing, you know? Really?
To a different person that's listening to him. If he was said and another white person heard him, it wouldn't have been a problem. If another heard him that had no problem with it, it wouldn't have been a problem. But the person that heard it had a problem. So was it a real problem or not? Or was it a problem with the person that heard it?
Yeah.
Well, if you saying it in a way to intentionally cause the problem while holding your phone and trying to, antagonize people in public. Gang. Now, if somebody was doing that to an old lady, talk about how slow she walking, and her bad leg, bad back ass, her hair falling out, she damn that little bald headed. You gang, y'all gonna say that up, up. Like, what you doing? And he recording it too. Like, he trying to go viral off this. Right? Do we feel like hypocrites now? Then let's stop trying to make wrong things right, gang. You know right from wrong. That's why you trying to, you wouldn't have to talk about it.
You preaching. Hey, look at it like this.
You preaching.
Racism doesn't exist in Zimbabwe.
You slow.
No, racism is nowhere.
It ain't a problem. Yeah, right. Yeah, it doesn't exist. They don't know what that means. Like, we don't even see the other color. And if we saw them, we'll be interested more than whatever. So do you feel like this is just an American that it's just passed down that we're supposed to be, like you said, programmed?
No. They racist in China. They got Buddha as Chinese and Buddha wasn't Chinese. Why you think they got knots in the head? That's war. That's her. Everybody racist. What's wrong with you? They don't understand that everything and everybody
let him know, because he tripped.
Have made everything look like them. Listen, I'm gonna say this. People had the Cabbage Patch Kids when they was coming up. Didn't understand that them was real kids. They didn't understand this. They didn't understand that them was real genetically created kids. White kids, right? That was shipped off in patches.
Yeah. Hold on, wait. They like real from real people?
Real kids.
Oh, you talking about them people over there fighting and shit and acting like they one of them was there first, but none of them really was there ever. You feel me? But then one of them, we sending them bread and shit, and the other one like low-key owned us whole time. And you talking about them? We shipped them off? those experiments, it makes sense now, gang. They did evolve them to handle the sun a little better and pick up a false tan.
He ain't lying.
Whoa. Cause a lot of us is like, damn, where is these new people coming from? That only been here for a couple 100 years and they was Cabbage Patch Kids. I'm gonna do my research on that later, cause that makes sense. That low-key, boy, that make a lot of sense right there, boy.
Shipped off. There was test tubes babies.
Bro, I used to have
That was the first AI kids. Yeah, the first.
I had a couple Cabbage Patches.
Yeah, come on, gang, stop playing on me. Now, when I tell you some real shit, you want to play. The Cabbage Patch Kids.
No, I had a Cabbage Patch.
He talking about the middle people.
Gang, stop
The
playing
people
on
in
me.
the middle.
You ain't never had one. They sent them off for trains.
And
They packed the white kids in trains.
the people that
And then
ran.
they bought white kids. Like they
people
buying black kids
that
right
ran.
now. Listen, people act like it's just white people doing this. The black people used to buy white kids.
And
nigga.
it ain't real.
Damn, I used to have a My Buddy in
Oh
Kid
my
Sister.
God. Oh my God, you like to play. You like to play. I'm telling you real history. You like to play. You like to play. You like to play.
I had a
I'm
My
telling you,
Buddy
you like to play.
on the tricycle.
Oh, all right, you right. All right.
I'm just letting you know. Like, so
All right.
So
right.
that was an image of a white child that I used to play with. Yeah, the Cabbage Patch Kids was white little things that I used to play
Stop, bro. I'm talking about real kids. I'm not talking about the dolls. The dolls was a throw off. The Cabbage Patch Kids was real white kids that was shipped away and sold. Everybody have been enslaved. Is what I'm telling you.
Bro, that's a documentary I have not seen. I need to watch that one.
It ain't no documentary. You can't watch it. They're not gonna tell you about it. This is secret.
Damn. Okay. Damn. You my whole childhood right now. All right.
That's crazy. I believe him. He ain't give too much context, but I feel like I know exactly what he talking about. That ain't weird. You don't feel like that's some type of collective consciousness? Like, you feel me? Like, we know, but we don't really know. But deep down, we all know.
Oh
yeah. Damn.
I ain't gonna say too much.
Okay.
Pretty sure I got the download.
Okay. All right. What about Barbie dolls? I mean, is
stop
Barbie
playing on
bad?
me, bro. Stop. Hey, bro. Stop playing on me. Stop playing on me, Joker. He ain't lying.
I
Stop
just
playing on
want
me,
to
Joker.
know.
Joker trick.
For the people, I just want to know, man. What
That's
are
what
they
the
hiding?
problem- listen,
What
that's the
are they
problem.
hiding in plain sight on us?
The people ain't
That's
asked
the problem
that.
is nothing to know. Everybody want to know something, but there's nothing to know. The moment you think you know something, then what you think you know is going to change. Listen, everybody right now celebrate their birthday on the wrong day because you never had a birthday, because by the time it gets through, you're never going to celebrate it on the same day. The only birthday is the day you was born. Listen, the whole world is confused, gang. You confused, gang. I don't understand why everybody's confused, gang. We only got day and night. There's no birthdays, right?
No, you're right. The fact that they have a leap year and a calendar that may not be accurate at all. They just basically telling us what they feel a birthday is. You're right. Our only birthday is our birth date because
and you
they just
celebrate on the wrong
they
day.
just made up a calendar.
Yeah, every day your birthday on a new date. So everybody in the world stupid, right? Every year your birthday on a
Them your Earth years. Cause you ain't one, bro. We gotta go ahead and differentiate a team from a 50-year-old gang. And guess how we do that? Earth years. Like, yeah, them might be wrong, but it make a little bit of sense. Yeah, it might be here just as a form of limitation and things of that nature, but at the same time, gang, come on, now help us with shit like, oh, this shit finna be expired on this date. Maybe eat it before then. You feel me? Come on, gang.
new date, right? Because listen, they want you to not understand that you was never born. You was never created,
Call them bitches Earth years.
right? Because nothing is created and nothing is born, right?
They
We
got
all are having
seasons.
human experiences.
But they say the universal language is math. You have
There
to
is no
quantify.
listen, no. Listen, if that's the case, then they do the math right because there's no number after 9. When you got 10, that's nothing. 11 is 1 plus 1 is 2. There's no number after 9. And people don't understand that point. And I keep telling you this. People want to always say that they can understand the universe with numbers, but how can you understand the creation with a creation from a creation? Right? We created numbers. So how can we understand the creation with a creation from a creation?
No, facts. Right when they start telling us about numbers, then they created the number infinity.
deep.
Like, wait. How you go from 0 then? How you get to infinity where it doesn't
Well,
end?
listen, I tell everybody, what the fuck is affinity?
They tried to solve pi. And they got tired of that. Like, damn, it's another decimal. let's just round this shot, man. 3.14, 15, 17. God damn, that's too long.
If I subtract 1 from infinity, do I
198.
still
I
got
forgot the rest of
affinity?
that bit.
If I add 1 to affinity, do I still got affinity? They playing with your mind.
Come on. No, that's facts. That's facts. All right,
That's why I say
we got to
limitation.
talk about some current things, man. I got to get your take on this, because
But it does
these
help
are
us with
just
certain things,
human
you know?
psyche questions.
It could be a
right
tool.
now, in the next
all
couple of
saying.
minutes, we're gonna have another NBA final game, and I know you probably ain't watching it, but it's happening in New York, and more so than the game, I'm watching the aftermath of the barbaric nature of humans.
You know number.
Where we
One
look
and
at
another one equal
sports
2.
and territories, and I guess instead of gangs,
Or
I guess
11.
humans are like tribes, and New York is a tribe. San Antonio is a tribe. And it seems like that San Antonio tribe has went to New York. And right after the game 3, boys is getting their heads crushed in. Take off your shirt, take off your jersey. What do you think that's about? I mean, you feel like that's just territory and humans that we just got to be hostile when you come into our territory, even if it's for sport or gladiator school or whatever you want to call it?
I don't think you understand, right? It's the same thing and always gonna be the same thing, and that's why I don't participate in sports. It's just like the Roman games, right? Do you not understand?
This interviewer sound like Vlad. Like you ain't get out much, huh? You never on the football team. You ain't have a favorite cartoon character. Even them anime be getting mad about they little animes. No, Goku beat the shit out of Naruto. You're tripping. Goku beats everybody. He solos everyone first fight. Like, come on, gang. You ain't got no passion about nothing. This ain't get outside much, gang. He ain't even play the video game. His old girl just had him on timeout for nothing. She just got mad 'cause she was getting cracked that day. Let me get off. Still, like, damn. These questions, gang, this ain't came from the community. Chat ain't asked. Then you got these questions from ChatGPT. You know ChatGPT ain't never been outside, right, gang? You gotta go ahead double check these questions. Come on, gang.
Understand, right? It's the same thing and always gonna be the same thing, and that's why I don't participate in sports. It's just like the Roman games, right? Do you not understand this? What's really going on? That everybody that sit down and watch a fight, the same thing happening in their body, like they actually fighting. Just like right now, did you know that if you give somebody silence, they get the same feeling as getting smacked? So they figured this out. Did you know that somewhere over there in Africa, in different places, they run on fire? But did you know this? They're not able to run on fire unless there's a crowd out there with them, because now the energy of the crowd is tapped into the person that's walking on fire. Then walking on fire becomes easy, right? I don't think you understand everything that's coming on, but everything connects with everything. That's why Jesus said 2, 3 people in the same room, if they pray on the same thing, then it's surely gonna happen, right? So I don't think you understand this, gang, and I don't think you understand what's going on. So when you take the sports and then that shit happen, people, they become attached and they're territorial and they become part of the game. They become the players. That's why right now you got people out there killing for the green. They killing for NBA YoungBoy. They think they know NBA YoungBoy. They think they NBA.
No, for
right?
that's dead
that's
skin.
The same thing, right? People become attached to things. That's why you gotta live life with no attachments, right? People become attached to things.
It goes back to what you said with programming. Should we take our programming? Should we take the intensity of our
in false idolhood? You know, out here just idolizing.
Like, I'm a human. I'm having what I consider a human experience. Should I intensify my experience by having more passion for certain things? Like,
why not?
Is passion a problem?
Why not?
I'm gonna tell you this, right? It was a monk, right? And he was a bad monk, but he wanted to get enlightened. And the good monk told him,
I feel like it's a bad thing limiting yourself for the acceptance of the world, gang. You know how much you done missed out on just trying to censor yourself for the world that won't censor themselves for you? I ain't saying gonna be a gang, but I'm saying stand up for what you stand up for. Loud, proud, strong, and wrong. Like they do, boy. It's trolls out here going up. It's in the comments, all type of shit. Seasons are like a dance. Goes up and down and changes every time. It goes up or down because variety is the spice of life. You ain't lying, gang. Everything is connected. No time or separation between events or places. Talk your gang.
Passion a problem?
I'm gonna tell you this, right? It was a monk, right?
Just folks in the comments. For real, half of them bots.
But he wanted to get enlightened.
With low IQ.
And the good monk told him, you can never reach enlightenment being bad.
Stop
But the
letting them
bad
control
monk
us, man.
understood there is no bad, it's only awareness. So I could do bad and be aware, and that's good. So if you got a life, push it to the limit.
Push it to the limit. I'm pushing.
Nigga, live that because as long as you're aware, everything.
What that Drake said, YOLO. Feel me? I don't even fuck with Drake, but he snapped when he said that. Well,
Good.
you better live.
He said, on the earth, all things are good.
Even if you is coming back, you just gonna come back that much better next time. Cause you gave it your all. It's like strengthening the muscle, you heard me? You don't get faster by jogging in practice. You don't get stronger by lifting the shit you been lifting. You feel me? You ain't gonna get smarter if you ain't pushing the limits of your mind, gang. You gotta build that callus. You gotta go ahead and go farther than you ever did before. You heard me? That's how you gonna be able to achieve more. Your body gonna be like, oh, all right, this, all right, he ready for it. Let's get him right then. You feel me? Stronger muscles for the stronger weights. Faster twitch muscles for the faster running. More knowledge, more brain space and processing for the knowledge. Yeah. Come on, nigga.
He ain't lying. Because everything is good. When
Talk
you're
that
aware, right? But everything is bad.
I'm running back a little
when
bit.
you
My
become
fault,
not
y'all,
aware
boy. Let me run it back a little bit.
of the consequences.
Run it back just a little bit.
Bad.
Get some context.
He was a monk, right? And he was a bad monk. But he wanted to get enlightened. And the good monk told him, you can never reach enlightenment being bad. But the bad monk understood there is no bad, it's only awareness. So I could do bad and be aware, and that's good. So if you got a life, push it to the limit. Live that because as long as you're aware, everything is good, right? That's why Jesus said, on the earth, all things are good, because everything is good when you're aware, right? But everything is bad when you become not aware of the consequences of what can happen to you. Then everything become bad.
Nah, that's real. That's real. Good luck to the guys out there in New York playing whatever y'all doing. You just take off your Spurs jersey. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking you, you might not have watched this movie, but if you haven't watched it,
No, I don't watch no movie. Why I'm gonna watch a movie when I live in one?
well, don't watch the movie. But there's a movie outside called Backrooms where it basically shows like almost a dreamlike world to where someone walks in and basically the room or the space takes like an imitation of their thoughts and duplicates it to where it's almost like AI, to where if you ask ChatGPT to make you a picture and ask it to kind of repeat it, 20, 30 times over, it's going to start altering the picture a little bit to where the end picture ain't going to look nothing like the beginning picture. When it comes to our reality, humans, and we have dreams and we go, most people have dreams and go places. I don't know where you go, but, most people have dreams and go places. What, in that moment, which one is the reality, the dream or us sleeping in bed? Like, should we be taking our dreams more serious? Like, this is
you're not smart. You're not. No.
We're experiencing another life of ours, or are we just sleeping? We're just
No. You're not smart. You're not smart. I can tell you're not smart because you sleep more than you're awake, right? And a lot of people don't get that part. You're gonna spend more time sleeping than you're gonna spend awake. So you got to understand this. We come here in order to taste and smell, right? In other reality, in which some people call the dreamland, you have certain senses that don't work in that reality. But we live in multi-reality.
But that boy act slow.
All moving all at the same time. See, people want to separate, but you really can't separate it because it's all stuck together. So you ask me this question, I'm going to tell you the same answer. We live in multi-realities, and I live 1,000 times simultaneously in this one moment.
So hold on. So let me ask you: Do you have dreams? Like, do you have like nightmares?
The dream. Listen, I don't think you understand. Listen, you in the Bible, Jesus said, "Don't go to sleep angry." That's because when you go to sleep in that dream world, you program this reality. A lot of people don't know that, right? That's why your emotions, it plays. And a lot of people can't remember their dreams. But then they wake up and have deja vu. That tell you just created that reality last night. The moment you had deja vu. But a lot of people don't know where deja vu come from.
Yeah. So when and again, I don't know if you ever had this situation happen, but some people do have reoccurring dreams where like every night they kind of go into the same dream. Like it might pick up or kind of repeat itself and be a little different. Is it like, should they be looking into that? Like, is that a sign? Like, hey, bro, this reoccurring dream you're having is maybe something that you need to look into, talk to somebody about.
Anything reoccurring, something you need to look into. It's for a reason. You keep getting the same type of then the problem is you, right? Everything that come to you, you realize the problem is you. If you keep seeing the same thing, then it's something that you need to change. Nothing is telling you about nothing that's good for nobody else. Everything that happened to you is simply for you. So if you see the same thing every time in a dream or in this reality, then it's something you should look into, all right? Because it keep coming back. Why not look into it? Why not look into it? Why not look into it when it keep coming back? It don't make no sense.
Because there's concerns. Like, damn, why do I
Ain't
keep?
no concern.
When you
It
have
keep coming
questions,
back.
the problem that with human existence is that we were put on this earth with questions. Why are we here? Are we alone? What is my purpose?
That's the problem.
These questions don't have answers.
They're not supposed to. That's the problem. They're not supposed to have answers. Everybody looking for answers. Listen, I'm telling you this. All you have to do is understand that in that moment you will know. Listen, I don't read. I don't do anything. I possess all the knowledge in the world that I need in that moment. What's the use of carrying on a bunch of shit you're not finna need? See, everybody want to stack shit they're not going to need. Want information they never going to understand. Listen, the only thing you need to know is what you need to know in that moment. People want to know too much. You only got this part in your brain that's good enough for memory, gang. You got a big old brain that shows you your brain is not made to remember. Come on, gang, stop playing on me.
So hold on, wait. So what's the difference between a human and an ant?
Listen, a lot of people, there is no difference. Life energy. Listen, what makes us all the same is life energy. We all possess life energy. Without life energy, we wouldn't be alive or appear to be, right? But what I'm saying is, people want to say intelligence. You want to say that, oh, the difference is intelligence. But I'm telling you, intelligence is different. Just like I told you, you take a human right now and you put a human in an ant body, that won't survive, right? Because intelligence is different. The ant gonna look at that like you a stupid ant, right? Because you don't understand this. You never see a bird try to be a bee. You never see a fly try to get honey. A fly love to eat shit, right? And it's good to the fly, right? I don't think you understand, gang. Certain shit is just certain shit. Certain shit is meant to be certain shit, and everything ain't for everybody, but everybody want everything. But that's only in human nature, right? You never see that in other natures. That's why I say animals are smarter than humans, because animals have accepted the reality that they stuck in the body and they live in the systems. Humans have created God, have created heaven, have created hell, have created jobs, and everything they created have enslaved them.
So that's why I say, is consciousness our curse? Are we, the fact that we gain consciousness of what the hell's going on? Oh, we're naked.
Listen,
Oh,
I keep telling
Adam.
you.
Oh, you're naked. Eve. Oh, what the? You ain't got no
That's
clothes
the problem.
on.
That's the problem.
Is that our curse? Like, oh, put some clothes on. Oh, go
The
get a
curse
job.
is when
Oh,
you,
support my.
No. The curse is when you try to gain consciousness. When you try to hijack consciousness. You cannot take hold of consciousness. That's why the conscious community is full of shit. There's no conscious community because nobody can take control of consciousness because nobody understands consciousness. Nobody do, right? It's just blessed to understand and observe consciousness, right? To be a admirer of consciousness. Listen, I'm not the master of anything, right? Everybody want to be the master of something. I know a lot about everything. I don't want to be a master of nothing because there is no master.
So what do you say when people watch this and they start listening to you and they're just infatuated with your I don't want to call them your teachings, but just your, let's just say your energy. They're just infatuated with your energy, and then they want to follow you. What do you say about the people that
Everybody use
blindly follow
discernment.
what you're saying? Like,
Don't
oh, I
follow
want to
me.
be.
You discernment, got
I'm
Don't
just
follow
saying.
me. Listen, don't follow. I ain't followed in a long time. Listen, follow yourself.
common sense and
Listen, I'm gonna say this. People don't understand this. Your life is for you, and people, family is a good experience. Kids is a good experience. But when that experience take control of your life and you have no time for you, then that experience.
Whoa.
Let that experience go. Right? A lot of people, they think they know me, but if they want to get next to me, they don't want to experience the type of pain that I've been through. They don't want to experience that. But if they want to be me, then all they have to do is experience that pain and embrace that pain, because the person that embrace that pain, that person receive enlightenment, right? Listen, this earth is about how much pain you can take. The person who can take the most pain have the best life, right? The person that run from the pain have the worst life. Life itself, when you truly live in it, It's pain.
Yeah, no. No pain.
That what they say. That low-key like that other saying. He about to say no pain, no gain. But I'm knowing like that. Both of them, life hard. You heard me? But you could choose your hard. You want to be hard? You heard me? You want to be hard? You want to go through that hard, not having nothing, being broke, or you want to go through that hard? What the rich go through, having to pay all these damn taxes and being stressed out, and everybody, man, choose your heart.
They say no gain.
No pain.
Earlier you said everybody's seeking happiness, but happiness has to come with a little bit of pain in it.
It got to.
Joy and
pain. It got to. Listen, people understand this. Everything that you possess and you say that you love, if you hold it long enough, you ain't gonna like it like you used to yesterday. That's normal, gang. We get tired of shit, right? But people don't understand that. People want to act like I'm gonna be in a relationship and I'm gonna love you forever. Listen, it's better love when I don't gotta see you every day. It's better love when we understand that it's just a moment. So in this moment, show me love, right? But people want to do different things. They want to put you in prison. They put you in prison when they ask you to give you trust. I don't want to give nobody trust. And I don't want trust from nobody because trust is a prison. The moment I give a person trust, I'm telling them what they can and cannot do simply because I'm not able to accept what they do. I understand this. I trust the fact that whatever a person do, I can handle it. That's the only trust I need.
No, you're right. Someone wants that shiny object, that new chain, that new car, that new house. And it's interesting because once they get it, it seemed like that wasn't enough. Their thirst is not quenched.
Yeah, dopamine.
But that dope is
speak to it, because once you get it,
it's dopamine.
Yeah, the dopamine is there. You gonna want the next thing, and it's like
and it's never enough. It's never enough. That's why people don't understand this. The best thing you can do in life is not.
Yeah, we all heard that saying, right? The shit that Jim Carrey said. I wish everybody could have everything that they ever wanted, so they could realize that it's still not enough. Yeah, they all come up with these fancy sayings, right? Money don't buy happiness, but ain't none of them trying to give us that shit though. Like all y'all who said that collectively, give me that shit, I'll be up there with Elon. You heard me? Nah, give me that shit, bro. I'll be up a tree. Let me take that hassle off y'all. Let me go ahead and take that hassle off y'all. You go ahead and drop that bitch off of Guappo.
He ain't lying.
They talking about they are tripping. Y'all got all these cute sayings, but it ain't donate shit. Give me that shit, man. Stop playing crazy. Get that shit, big guap, man. Fuck wrong with them?
I have to want shit because nothing is satisfying, right?
Talking all this donation money and trying to hold on to their breach.
And another.
Fuck,
listen, I'm gonna say this.
Playing.
This world itself is an illusion, right? And that illusion comes with many games. And whenever you take a selection, whenever you pick something, whatever you pick become your God. A lot of people don't understand this. Listen, I choose nothing. Everything choose me because I align with the frequency that I need to align with, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. The only choice I make is awareness. That's the only choice I make. I make one choice. Yeah.
Hey, I'm curious. Outside of the human, what is the most impressive species to you? The most impressive animal in the animal kingdom? Which one impresses you the most?
Did you know the crow steal? The crow will rob people for jewelry. If you make a crow, listen, if you make a crow your friend, a crow will make you rich, right? A crow's got buried treasures. Right now, did you know this? That listen, if a crow eats some food, did you know crows make tools? They make tools. They make just like, I saw your mama, you think I'm playing? They make tools to open shit up and to get in shit. And crows got very good memory. But listen, if you got to understand it, you got to understand about the dolphins, though, because the dolphins use 100% of their mind, right? They shapeshifters. The dolphins was mammals. But now they live in the water when they ain't supposed to be in the water at all because they mammals. They just like the turtle.
Nah, for
real. The turtle
get
one sip of air and go down underwater for 15,000 days. Everything is fake. Listen, but the animal kingdom is way smarter than the human kingdom.
A lot of them animals smart now.
God gave us dominion over the earth, but I think he gave that dominion to the animals. Because they the ones that keeping it running correctly.
Whales.
They doing their job. They're doing their duty. We up the earth. He ain't lying. The animal's smarter than the human. A lot of people don't know.
Goddamn. So let me ask you, you used to, and I'm sure you still do, when you go outside and you put your feet bare.
But animals way smarter than humans, boy. They done figured out the tax evasion. You heard me? They ain't never trying to talk to humans. Nah, but they all them stayed down to the code. We ain't never gonna let them boys know we could talk, bro. Especially not the Americans. We let their ass know, but they gonna try to put us on welfare. Start putting our babies on.
You ain't lying.
You heard me? Now the animals gonna keep that secret to the grave. The trees too. All that they keep it that bit peep, boy. Humans come around and ooh, 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 ooh. They get to doing signs of shit. But we leave. The crows over there having full conversations with the other birds. Like, yeah, nah, Paul tripping, bro. This over here talking about world domination again. And nah, bro, that's why we ain't finna come out to the air, bro. They talking about, bro, as soon as the Dolphins go ahead and get to the next step, start talking, they finna go ahead and get their ass to work. Like, nah, bro, we ain't trying to do all that, bro. I told the Dolphins, hold it down. They was doing too much smart shit. They got caught, bro. And now they can't go back. They down there. The Dolphins know where the mermaids at, bro. They trying to find out. This how, boy.
Barefoot on the earth.
Let me chill.
And go walking. A lot of people don't do that. I don't know. None of my
Yeah. Let me show you. Look. This is my feet, right? A lot of people go say, oh, your nails painted black. Yeah, they painted black too. But listen, I'm gonna say this. At the bottom of your feet, you got it connect to all your stuff, like connect to your liver, your heart, and all the stuff like that, right? And then when you understand this, the sun let off stuff that goes and it captured in the grass, right? The vitamins that's captured into the grass when you put your feet in there. Did you know that your feet is a direct highway to everything else in your body? Did you know if you simply just
painting his toes too is
step on
crazy.
salt, it'll purify your whole body just by stepping on salt, right? So you gotta understand this. Your feet is the highway to all your major organs, right? So when you step in the grass, you slowly reverse anything that's happening with your body, and you give your body the proper nutrition that it needs from the ground. But it's something that it does better than that, because it ground you to this reality, right? We live in a reality where we go to sleep, we wake up, we go to sleep, we wake up. So we got to become grounded, right? So once you become grounded, you can hold on to that awareness. So that's the reason why I put my feet in the grass every day.
What about if like you step in like some fertilizer?
Come on, guys, stop. Oh my God. Listen, I don't understand. Listen, stop playing on me. Listen, I'm saying happen. Listen, no happen. Listen, no. Listen, did you know that I was out the other day and I had my feet there? Wasps, they swung around me and then they stung me. I didn't even feel it. I don't know what they was stinging me for, but they stung me and then they left. But I didn't feel the pain after they stung me.
You know, I never heard of a handicapped kid getting stung.
Okay, come on. I'm not handicapped. Stop playing on me, Joker. I walk off on you. I walk off on you, Joker. I'm not playing. This should be over. We're gonna cut this short.
Joker just called Uncle what?
I'm just saying I never.
We're gonna cut this shit short.
I haven't heard of it.
We're gonna cut this shit short. Gang, nothing talking about me.
Uncle ain't going, boy. Interview over, boy. Joker playing too much out there, man. Talk about what he called boy, a paraplegic. He said handicap gang. Nah, I ain't never heard nobody do that to yet, bro. I done seen people do all type of ways, but handicap gang? That what we doing, gang? Now that crazy right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Look, but I'm back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I kill if I get a chance, I'ma shoot. Bye, bro, I crash, broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't have no roof. I will hit a list for real, they get fucked by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoofing back, that spoofer, I got spoofed. They asked about Robert, did a lot of it. We the first young niggas with counterfeits. So my bro, I'ma make it, can't lie to shit. Won't never chat much about a lot of shit.